What's good, y'all? It's your boy BlackGuy123, and today we is back for another video today. And today we is reacting to the David case. Just got a disturbing update. Now I'm not gonna lie. If you guys been living under a rock for the past day or two, basically this David guy, he's like 20 something years old. He's been talking to this 15-year-old. He's been talking to her since she's been 12, I believe, and just recently she's been found dead in his car. So yeah, it's really sad, really unfortunate. But before we even get into the video, man, this is how he looks, right? Let me just show y'all how he looks. This is how this guy looks. Now, I don't know about y'all, but the first glance, for the first 2 seconds of me looking at this guy's face, from his face to the way how from the way how he's puffing up his lips like this in the photo, to his hairstyle, to the hair dye, to the nail polish, from the earrings, the piercings, from all of these things, I could glance at this guy for the first 2 seconds, and I am asking myself, am I really surprised? I could already tell this guy touches kids. I could already tell this guy's a pedophile. So just by looking at this guy's, by his face, I already know he's not innocent. So let's go, bro.
The David story just got a really grim update, and I'm here to share it with you all. But first, let me quickly catch you guys up to speed with everything that's happened thus far. On September 9th, an impounded Tesla belonging to David was found with a body in it. During this time, David was on his Withered World tour. Mind you, he also performed that night that all of this was discovered, and he was giving out Labubu's, which is crazy because how could he casually do that considering everything that's been revealed today? A spokesperson for David also told NBC that he was fully cooperating with authorities. But honestly, how can you do that on tour? But to make a long story short, the entire situation was very confusing and people honestly didn't know what to believe. But I think we finally have the truth. So allow me to tell you guys everything that got revealed, everything that I've learned, everything I've dug up. But I'm gonna stop ambling. You already know I'm the hood Socrates, and let's talk about it. David paused his tour and canceled his Seattle show after the body of the victim was identified. It was Celeste Rivas Hernandez. And let me start by saying, rest in peace, baby girl. I know you was unfortunately taken from us early, but we're praying for you. I hope you're resting easy now. She was 13 when she went missing and was found over a year later. Here's her missing person report. And the way she was identified was by two things. Number one, with the help of her mom, who confirmed that Celeste had a boyfriend named David. And the fact Celeste had...
So as I could see, like, it says that she's 15 years old. Now, quick little, personal update of myself. I'm 18 years old. She's 15. A 15-year-old, like, what is that? That's like a freshman, I think. Freshman, sophomore. I'll say freshman. So even myself, I'm 18 years old. I'm a senior in high school right now. I would not even look this girl's way. Not because she's ugly or anything like that, but just because of the age. So imagine this guy, like, how do you, and take in mind, he's saying that she went missing at 13 years old. So that means she left her home to go fuck with this nigga. So you a grown ass man and you look at a 13-year-old and you're like, damn, creepy ass nigga, bro.
A matching tattoo on her finger with David, which is just so fucking weird. And there's so many more damning pieces of evidence that connects David, which is just boyfriend named David. And the fact Celeste had a matching tattoo on her finger with David, which is just so fucking weird. And there's so many more.
You got matching tattoos with this? Yo, this nigga is nasty. This nigga crazy.
Damning pieces of evidence that connect Celeste and David. That's just the start. People checked David's Discord and found extremely disturbing images. One with Celeste being in there, another with some of his Discord members saying that Celeste was David's girlfriend. But I personally think the worst one was from a year ago on August 2024. It was a person replying to David saying, drop a song on the missing girl, Celeste. But it's not just Discord. About a week ago, there were two people on Reddit making these claims. Let me read them for you. This guy is a weirdo. A close friend's little sister from the LE ran away last year, and this is who she was with. We think her sister was pimping her out. She was in 7th grade at the time. LAPD sweeped this place in the hills. I'm terrified that's who was in the car. Nobody has heard from her in months. I won't release names as she's still a minor, but she was from Lake Elsinore. It isn't speculation. It literally happened. I don't really care if you've heard nice things about him. That has no impact on my personal negative experiences.
So her sister pimped her out, bro? Like, that is sad, bro. It be your own family, bro. It be your own blood, your own friends. that be like sliming you out, bro. Watch who you call your homies. Watch who you call your family, bro.
Also, look at the -2 downvotes. Like, it just goes to show we have to stop worshiping these celebrities. We need to have a serious conversation how we can't be developing these parasocial relationships, because like me and you, they're people too, and they are capable of doing bad things. This guy is a from what I've heard. My sister, who is now in 9th grade, told me that he was dating an 8th grader, let's call her C, and she would go on trips with him to LA. They're all in 9th grade now, and it turns out C's friends knew, and he would pay them to keep their mouth shut. C has been missing for over a month now, and no one knows her whereabouts. Definitely something strange going on. Now, the second one is immensely eerie because it refers to Celeste, who at the time was unnamed, as C, which I believe gives more credibility to the post. I think what's interesting is that when you look at the Reddit and the Discord and how these people seemingly have this information about,
Like, bro, like, this has to be some type of mental illness, bro. Because if y'all just listen to what he said earlier, he just said he was paying these 9th and 8th and 7th graders off, so that's how they could keep their mouth shut. Bro, you're paying little kids off just so they won't rat on you, bro. You're that much in love with a 13-year-old, bro, with a 15-year-old, bro. You're too deep in, bro. You're too deep in, bro. And listen, I know I said he looks like a pedophile and he looks like a TOS boy and all these other things, but I ain't gay. But I can respectfully say when another guy, you know, he doesn't look too bad, and, you know, he don't look that bad. He don't look that bad. He could probably get a girl that's his age or around closer to his age. Why are you doing this to a 7th grade, 8th grade, 13-year-old little girl, bro? What is wrong with you, bro?
David and Celeste, it comes across as more of an open secret rather than some new revelation, which makes my heart weep for Celeste even more. Here's where the situation gets even worse. The song Romantic Homicide was released on her birthday, September 7th, and on social media, there's currently a new lens being placed over David's work as an artist. Even certain lyrics are being put into question, like this, which really eerie stuff. I can't say that enough. Also, there is proof of David on the phone with Celeste. These are FaceTime screenshots, and there's even this photo from 2023 before she went missing. And all this stuff does is just further show that he had contact with the victim. And I also did find alleged messages between an anonymous person and Celeste, and it confirms she and David engaged inappropriately. Celeste also confirms she had contact with a person named Gus. We don't know who he is as of yet, but based off of what she said, it seemed the interaction she had with him was even more horrifying than we can imagine. Some other stuff I found was people going through certain TikTok reposts David had and connecting it with Celeste.
So this is David's repost. Me watching her scream after I poured boiling water on her after she told a boy happy birthday because why you happy he made it another year. This guy is creepy, bro. This has to be some type of mental illness, bro. This has, like, what is wrong with you, bro? Again, he's going this crazy over a 15-year-old, bro.
Although I'm unsure how true any of this is, so I'm not going to talk about it. But the story once again gets crazy. Remember the Reddit post that I was talking about? He was paying off kids, allegedly. There was an Instagram account called Chandler, and he dropped some crazy shit. First by saying he had a friend that told him David owed someone in Lake Elsinore money. And being that Celeste is now deceased, it only seems even more disturbing when you put two and two together. He then followed up that story with another one providing context. This time, he was saying that David gave people money because he was with a minor, paying them off. And then he proceeded to post a photo proof. This is allegedly the photo of him paying those kids off. And let's be honest, that is definitely David. I just don't know how you could say this.
Oh. This nigga is a claffy, bro. Are you deadass? No way. Bro, it's not that serious, bro. Bro, this guy is a joke, bro. He's a piece of shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Isn't David? This is probably one of the most incriminating pieces of evidence I've seen. But it wasn't just Chandler. Another person on a different social media posted the photo as well, and they claim that with the news being released, the kids from that area are sharing it, which is a callback to the Reddit post saying the same thing. And remember, those predated all of this information. But that's basically the entire update so far. Everything else is a little bit of speculation and going over old things David has said or tweeted, and honestly,
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I get it. Like, people gonna be like, oh, they're kids. Like, what can they do? But I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, alright, if my man's, and we like 18, 17 right now. But let's just say we was like 15, 14 in like ninth grade, 8th grade, right? And my man's come up to me, or my man's older girlfriend come up to me, and she like, oh, I'm messing with your friend, but since I'm older than him, I'm gonna pay you off so you don't say nothing. I'm gonna be like, okay, take the bread. You feel me? But after I take the bread, I'm gonna talk to my mans, and I'm gonna be like, bro, like, you really like this girl, blah blah blah. If he's saying yes, I like her, like, yo, can you not really say nothing? I respect it. But the moment, the moment he start going missing, the moment I don't hear from him no more, you don't answer no texts, no phone calls, he stopped coming to school, he start moving crazy. The moment I start peeping that's when I'm gonna speak up. Now, I don't know about the whole timeline of all this, so I'm not gonna sit up here and say like, oh, they got paid off, and then because they probably said something once they found out she was missing. I don't know. Maybe there was the people in the Reddit and the Discords and all that, but I don't know. That's just me.
area are sharing it, which is a callback to the Reddit post saying the same thing. And remember, those predated all of this information. But that's basically the entire update so far. Everything else is a little bit of speculation and going over old things David has said or tweeted. And honestly, we could be here all day if I went through every single one. So with that being said, stay safe. Please don't.
All right. So since we got enough of that nigga, long story short, we could basically assess that he's a weird ass nigga. Okay. Now let's go listen to some of his music. Let's see if it's worth defending him. I mean, we're not going to defend him, obviously, but let's see if he has some good music, man. Bro, this nigga is a demon, bro. Bro, we just reacted to this girl getting found dead in the back of this man's car. He starts off the video dead on the floor, and these niggas is picking him up dead, and picking him up and putting him in the back of the car while he's dead. Nah, this nigga is nasty, bro. Yo, give him the whole fucking book, bro. Safety, y'all.